Hello ladies, this is Tammy coming at you. I'm coming to show you everything I did for a swap that I'm in. Um, Most of the stuff is first time I've ever done it. So let's get started. Okay. I'll remove the sign. First I'm going to show you my first umbrella. And this is a mini umbrella, friendship umbrella that I did. I wanted to try it first, so I purchased Louisa Diaz's paper. She has digital paper, so I purchased that. I think it's Teddy Bear. I think that's what it's called. Or Teddy Time, or Tea with Teddy, something like that there. But I had originally purchased bits of it before, and then she released it again. So then I went and I purchased it again. So this is, I printed it on an 8.5 by 11. And this is the umbrella that I did. And it is only, let's see here, 6 Tim Holtz ruler. And from top to bottom, move it down some so you can see. With stem, it's about 10 inches tall. But the actual umbrella itself is only about 6.5 with the trimming on it. And I think it turned out really, really cute. You know. And after I did it, I started watching some of the other ladies' videos, and I saw how they had the edges, the sides a little bit more defined. But this is my first one. I think it turned out pretty good. This is some trim that I had in my stash. I had this here in my stash. I think I purchased those from, oh, what is her name? I can't think. And then these here I purchased from Saw Crafters when she was doing destashing before she moved into her house. This is some appliques that I had. And then this is the side, Flowers of Wild Orchid Craft. And I went to Philly and I ended up in a thrift store that also was half thrift store, and then it also, the other half was all material and lace and stuff. And what I did was I filled this here up with all of those goodies. And I think that she's really, really going to like it. I don't even know how many's in here. I just kept filling it up until I thought it looked good. So that's my friendship umbrella there. And let me show you my mini loaded envelope. And this here, I actually followed Tamika's tutorial on this here. And this was the first one that I ever did. And I love the way that it came out. This is also Louisa's digital paper. And I purchased that from her. I also did this here on vellum. And printed that out. This here, I was in a swap over at the Cat's Meow. And this here came from Inez. So I went ahead and I put that on there too. These are Wild Orchid Crafts flowers that I have in here. And then this here is piece I got from Hobby Lobby in the wedding section. This also came from Hobby Lobby in the wedding section. I just intertwined that. And this was just a piece of greenery. I'd taken something apart and I put that down there. Lace came from my stash. And then let me show you what I put in it. Oh, let me show you the back. Like that. Really nice. Louisa's papers are really, really nice. And if you're fortunate enough where you can go and you can print them with a laser printer, they're beautiful. Or just use the high glossy paper. And let me show you what I put in here. They're already packaged up. Sorry about that there. But these here, if you can see them, are just stamps that I actually used the stamp. I'm not sure what ink it is. And I stamped on vellum. I'm sorry about that glare. So those are those. I went back and I did some stick pins. This is a package that I got from one of the ladies that work with me. So I just took some doilies that I got in my Cat's Meow over on mini album scraps. And I did this here ribbon right here, and it's magnetic. And I used this here. And I learned that there from Crafty Irina. I believe that's who that was that showed me that trick on how to do that. That way you get your magnets to last longer. And it works perfect. Perfect. I just ran that there and I just decorated. And inside of this, let me pop. Easiest way to do this here is to pop the small side and put your finger in and pop the top. And I just went and I put some stick pins in there. That's it. I did like 3 of them. Yep. And I did those. I just put some cushion and stuff down in there so they'll stay. And I just close it like that. Snap it. And then just bring this up. And this goes right over top of it. And that seals it back. This is my first altered key ever, so I hope that y'all really like it. First time I ever did one. I think it's really, really cute. And this is the back of it. I think it turned out really, really nice. I really like it. And this here, right here, I don't know if you can see it, it says Wish on it. I also just printed out some tags, and this is also Louisa's printable file as well. Beautiful, beautiful file. And this here is just some more of Louisa's collection. I already stapled it, so I'm not going to open it. And I also finished the inside of it up. And that's the vellum as well that I printed on. And I also did this side here. Beautiful. Beautiful. I really, really like it. I also made her some embellishments. And these here, you know, just the rosettes. I used stuff that I had in my stash and stuff. This here is, I believe, the Sizzix die that makes this here one. And this here one also is a Sizzix die that does a smaller one. And I thought she'd like those. I also embellished some puzzle pieces. Yeah, maybe I can take these out. Yeah, I can. Sorry for the noise, but I can take these out and show you these. And it's the first time I've ever done puzzle pieces. I've never done those before. I really, really like the way they came out. And this is Louisa's as well. This is hers, and this is hers. All of this here comes from that. I believe it's the same collection. You know, if not, it's an older one. But yeah, and these are just puzzle pieces, which I also covered with Louisa's paper. I really like that digital paper. And let me put this back in here. I know it was the first of everything that I was doing. I'm sending her some bows. This topper here is from Louisa's paper. But this here is a different paper. And they're just 3 different size bows. I have this big clip for her that I'm going to send her. And this here came from a die cut, I believe. No, I cut this here on my Cricut. From the Cricut file. And that's the back of it. But this here is another one of the Sizzix dies. That's what this is. And this here is just a bag full of Easter stuff. And I believe most of these die cuts are from Gina K. These are Gina K die cuts. And they're Easter, you know. So she can use them next year. I figured I'd just go ahead and I'd send that to her too. And that goes like that. I think it's really, really cute. Yeah, sorry about the glare. And this is the last thing that I did. And this is my first ever altered hoop. I don't know if I can get it all the way in. I put a pocket here. I took and I dyed this paper, this material here. It was in my stash. And I also dyed some of this down here. I dyed the side right here. And I used this, I dyed them with onion skins. When I was a little girl in church, one Easter, one of the teachers took and boiled Easter eggs, and they dyed them with onion skins. So I figured, hey, if we can do that, let me see if I can do it with fabric. And I tell you, I love the way that it worked out. Because this here was done that way, and it came up totally different than the gold. Unbelievable. But let me turn it over, and this also was dyed with the onion skin, and I love the effect that it did with it made it two-tone. It was all white, and as you can see, some of it did and some of it didn't. Just beautiful. I really like it. And then I decorated it down here, and I love the fact that it dangles. And this was my first altered hoop, and I think it came out pretty good. This here was a flower. I believe it was a little scrap of heaven, and which is no longer in existence, sorry to say, because it was a really nice group. But we did a flower swap, and this here was one of the flowers that I got, and so I decided to go ahead and put it on there. I think the stick pin I got here, I did a stick pin swap on Scrap the World, and that was one of them that I got, so I decided to put that in there. Yeah. This here came from, I think it's Donna, I think that's her name, Donna Little, and she sells appliques and stuff like that, and I got that from her. And then the rest of it was like in my stash, and I just layered it and layered it. Yeah, I think it turned out really, really, really nice. I really enjoyed making it. Yeah. Okay. Well, ladies, that's all I have to show you. And like I said, all of it was like my first time making most of this stuff, and I really enjoyed it. And I hope the person that I'm swapping this with will enjoy it as much as I enjoyed making it. Ladies, thank you for watching, and stay blessed.